So this is the kitchen, and we renovated the space probably 3 years ago now. When we moved in, we kind of had these grand plans of moving it around, and we were going to do a bigger kitchen on the back of the house. And then after we lived here, we just really kind of enjoyed the smaller space. We're not huge cooks, so we've never really felt like we needed a huge kitchen. And so we just decided to embrace the space that allowed us to go ahead and do the kitchen instead of like continuing to wait to do this really big renovation. And so we tried to do it kind of creatively. We knew that we wanted to do custom cabinetry just so that we could make use of every inch of the space in the best way. So we did things like we did custom cabinets to kind of accommodate small appliances, and then worked in this big stainless steel work table that takes up a lot of square footage that could have been a really big piece of the budget if done and with custom cabinetry, but we were able to kind of balance things that way. So I love having a sofa in the kitchen, and this is definitely where everyone kind of covets, where we all want to be in the morning. Especially the light's really great when the leaves aren't on the trees. And so this little vintage sofa, I found like this vintage fabric and decided to pipe it in a fun kind of contrast color, and then put in these poppy pillows that have a little bit, I love like a gingham in a kitchen. And so we all really love to spend time here. And then this, again, like with our dog collections, this has been something that's evolved over time, and we've collected different dog art, and I love kind of having it all together here at our spot where we drop keys and mail and that kind of thing. With the kitchen, I love kind of the classic nature of like a white kitchen with butcher block countertops and stainless steel appliances. So we opted to do that. This really big sink has been great, and I love that the washboard like kind of goes all the way back, so it just is really clean and easy to take care of. We worked in this just kind of furniture piece here. It's really nice to be able to kind of move out of the way if we need to just have a little bit more working space where we can prep, but it also is a great place to dry dishes or kind of congregate, and we'll have a chopping block there sometimes. So it's just, I love a space that can kind of like work differently in different times, and when you need it to do different things, it can change. We have bar stools that are really great. They're just outdoor bar stools. So this is one of the main places that the kids eat, and it's nice just to not have to worry about fabric or anything like that. And then the stove, like when we were working within the space and knowing that it was going to be a small kitchen, we opted to do a 24-inch range, and that was probably the thing that I got the most pushback on when we were doing the kitchen, was if that was going to be workable. But pasta is kind of the only thing that I cook or know how to cook, and I don't ever plan to try to put a turkey in there. So it's worked out perfectly well for our family, and I like that we have a lot more counter space opposed to taking up a lot of space with a range that we personally wouldn't use that much. When we were doing the kitchen, one, because it's like open to other spaces of the house, we were kind of forced to like pull the white throughout. But I also love that it's given me this kind of canvas for collections, and we did things like open shelving in a lot of areas because I love like being really intentional about having beautiful things. And I think having a kitchen with a lot of open storage has made me be intentional about cookware that I like to look at, and dishes, and not holding on to like that fry pan that you've had since college just because you like have it around. It made us be really intentional about the things that we have in the space and wanting to be things that we think are beautiful and want to see every day.